Bulbasaur was the first starter Pokemon Ash ever caught. Ivysaur is a playable character in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. They did this so they could have the evolutionary trio for the Gen 1 starters. Venusaur is the biggest example of having a Mega specifically designed to be strong in competitive battling. Back at the early days of Gen 1, Charmander used to have a spike on its tail. I mean back. Charmeleon is Ash's first and only starter Pokemon in Gen 1 to evolve. Charizard is the most popular Pokemon of all time. This is why it's featured in many movies, has a bunch of appearances in the anime, why Ash fully evolved it, and why it has 2 Megas instead of 1. People mistake Squirtle to be part squirrel, even though its name clearly means squirt and turtle. Wartortles can live over 10,000 years. At least in the US, Pokemon Blue outsold Pokemon Red, meaning that technically Blastoise could be the more popular Pokemon. Caterpie was the first non-starter or Pikachu that Ash has ever caught. If a Metapod falls on your head, you could potentially die. Yeah, you thought Magikarp was bad? This is worse. Butterfree was the first Pokemon Ash fully evolved and released. Weedle was made to be the more intimidating version of Caterpie, even though some people say it's even weaker than Caterpie. Kakuna used to have arms in its beta design, but now it has a little bow tie. Now you can't unsee it. Fans were disappointed how Beedrill got a Mega Evolution, but Butterfree didn't, but people slowly started to appreciate its Mega because of how darn powerful it was in competitive battling. People often confuse Pidgey to be the first flying type, even though that crown actually goes to Charizard. Pidgeotto is Ash's only Pokemon to ever lose to Team Rocket. Yeah, this thing's embarrassing. Apparently, Pidgeot can fly at Mach 2 speed, even though its speed stat's only 91, and it took till Gen 6 for them to realize this and give it a 101 speed stat. Rattata is commonly associated with Youngster Joey, even though Youngster Joey debuted in Gen 2 rather than Gen 1, the originator for Rattata. Raticate's in Alolan form is commonly called Faticate, but if you already knew that, did you know that Raticate would eradicate you? Yeah, it is a pun. Spearow is the first Pokemon Ash finds in the wild. Although Fearow is made to be the tougher Pidgeot, it's shockingly weak. Ekans is snake spelt backwards. Arbok is cobra spelt backwards, but if you already knew that, his sprite constantly changed until Gen 5 or 6, I can't remember, made it official. Pikachu is the video game character to sell the most merchandise. Well, you can't admit that's pretty not surprising. Raichu possibly got an Alolan form to separate it from Pikachu. Sandshrews Alolan form is used in curling. Yeah, there's Pokemon curling. Sandslash's shiny looks a lot like Knuckles the Echidna from Sonic the Hedgehog. Nidoran is the originator of gender differences and form changes. A Nidoran line has shiny forms as its male counterparts, even though its final evolution breaks this. In the anime, there's a water-type trainer that has Nidoqueen. Duh, 'cause it's blue. Nidoran was made to be the aggressive Pokemon in the grass. The early one, of course. You can evolve Nidorino into Nidoqueen right when Nidoran evolves into Nidorino. Now that's just depressing. Going back to what I said about Nidorino, Nidoqueen is one of the best Pokemon for speedrunning, at least in Gen 1. Clefairy was originally going to be the mascot for Pokemon. Can't imagine Ash having a Clefairy. People likely only remember Clefable because of how well it can be used in competitive battling. What a troll! As each tail grows on Vulpix, its fur becomes softer. After every 9,000 After every 1,000 years, when Vulpix grows a tail, it evolves into Ninetales and gains the white coloring. Jigglypuff is one of the most popular Pokemon in Japan, which is why it made it into Smash Bros. And it's more well known in Smash than it is in Pokemon. Wigglytuff got the Raichu syndrome, where everybody remembers its pre-evolution, but its evolution just doesn't hold up. Zubat is not the most annoying Pokemon to come across. That trophy actually goes to Tentacool. At least in my opinion, I think Golbats are more annoying than Zubats. Oughta smokes weed every day. I mean, it was likely the originator of a grass poison type combination. Gloom and Vileplume's evolutions, and say if you get into its flower, it'll smell like a dead corpse. I do not want to get near those guys. Vileplume is based off of the largest poisonous plant of all time. Venusaur is also based off of this plant, but you can see it more frequently in Vileplume. Back at Gen 1, Paris had four times weaknesses: flying, poison, and fire. Even though after Gen 2, the poison type wasn't super effective against bug. The mushroom on Parasec's head took over its body. You can tell this by its soulless eyes. Some people say that Venonat was supposed to evolve into Butterfree, even though actually going into what it's based off of, that's just a hoax. Venomoth is one of the only good bug types to still use today in competitive battling. Diglett was heavily inspired by the Whack-A-Mole game. People love theorizing what's under Diglett and Dugtrio, even though it's even weirder when it's with Dugtrio. So, yeah. Meowth is the first Pokemon shown to be talking, and no, not for telepathy. The reason why Jesse and James own a Meowth is because Giovanni's main Pokemon is Persian, which is a pretty interesting fact. Psyduck is one of the memeiest Pokemon in Gen 1, which, okay, let's be honest, it's true. Some people thought that Psyduck and Golduck's name should be switched, even though in Japan, Golduck's name is still Golduck, so guys, it's just a hoax. Mankey is one of the clearest examples of what you can do when you fuse two animals together. In this case, a pig and a monkey. If Primeape gets so angry it'll die, its only sense of happiness will be when it's dead. Oh god, this game is creepy. In the Pokemon anime, Growlithe was accidentally called Arcanine, its evolution. Arcanine was theorized to once be a legendary Pokemon, but it was decided not to for some reason. Poliwag was the first Pokemon to be seen in the Pokemon Adventures manga. Poliwhirl is Satoshi Shigeri's favorite Pokemon, otherwise known as the creator. That's why you see Poliwhirl in so much merch, even though it doesn't really look like it belongs there. Poliwrath was one of the crazier ideas for Pokemon evolution. I think the idea for a risk definitely paid off here. Abra is famously known for only learning Teleport. By a level up, that is. Kadabra was named after a magician, but he ended up suing Game Freak for him being based off of a Pokemon. Alakazam has an IQ of 5,000, but how come you can only learn 5 moves from level up? Psybeam, Confusion, Teleport, Recover, and Psycho Cut. Boom, I'm a Pokemon Master now. Machop was made to be the opposite of Abra. People don't really call Machoke a humanoid Pokemon because of its small reptilian features. Machamp is a poster child for fighting types. Just look at it. The pea shooter from Plants vs. Zombies was heavily inspired by Bellsprout. Weepinbell is commonly known to be the derpiest Pokemon of all time, even though there is some candidates still. Victreebel is the first Pokemon known for eating James, and, well, yeah, that trend kinda sticked for a while. Tentacool is known as Zubat of the Sea. The the episode that Tentacruel was in the anime got banned because of him destroying huge cities. Geodude's commonly known for being a rock with a face, even though, well, it's kinda all you can do with rock types, you know? Graveler expands on the rock with a face idea in an interesting way. Golem turns from a rock to a face to a turtle hiding in a rock, and his name implies exactly what it is, a golem. Ponyta is usually associated with the OKO move, Horn Drill, because of Pimp Knight using it. Rapidash's shiny makes it look like the Headless Horseman's horse. Man, that was hard to say. In Pokepark 1 and 2, you can chase Slowbro, but of course you can take him down instantly because of how frickin' slow he is. Slowbro can de-evolve if the shelter on its tail falls off. Magnemite is the first Pokemon to fall in love with Ash in the anime. I know it's weird. Magneton is the only three-headed Pokemon that's excusable because magnets collide with each other. I mean, it's pretty clever actually. Farfetch'd was originally made as a joke Pokemon. Back at Gen 1, some people thought Farfetch'd evolved into Doduo. Dodrio is one of the sadder Pokemon in Pokemon because it lost its signature move Tri-Attack to Porygon Z. Seal is accused for being named after literally what it is. But people don't realize that Dewgong's based off of a Dewgong. Grimer's often accused by Gen 5ers that he's just a pile of sludge, but Gen 1ers just love how he is in the anime. Grimer and Muck got more lore in the Alola region with its Alolan forms, which I'm pretty sure, which is really nice for a Pokemon that otherwise had nothing going for it. Shellder is known for having a really tough shell, even though Bruxish can break it. Man, my speaking's freaking bullcrap. Cloyster was the one to make the move Shell Smash super duper popular. People don't know why Gastly's a poison type, but it's because it's a floating ball of gas. Like, get good at reading names, guys. Ash ended up giving Haunter to Sabrina, even though he could have just caught it. Gengar is the art designer Ken Sugimori's favorite Pokemon. Onix is known for being a large snake at the first gym. It's really weird. Drowsy is based off of a Baku yokai, which steals people's dreams. Hypno is known for hypnotizing a child, and then, well, I don't really know what he does. He takes it. Krabby is often accused of being literally just a crab, but it's the first Pokemon Ash caught that made it to the PC, so that's an interesting fun fact. Kingler is a bigger Krabby. Its only differentiating parts are its large claws and crown. Voltorb is considered to be a haunter that possessed a Pokeball. Electrode is literally the definition of missed potential, honestly. It's often confused that Execute is eggs or seeds, even though more evidence shows that it's a seed. Alolan Exeggutor was the originator of a Gen 7 memedom. Cubone's often associated with its dead mother, even though it just recently got a relationship with Mandibuzz, considering it steals its skull. Marowaks have grown to toughen up from her dead mother and kill Mandibuzz or anything that just annoys it. Hitmonlee is one of the only fighting type Pokemon that largely associates itself with kicks. Only other kicking Pokemon I can think of is Blaziken. Oh god. Hitmonchan is known for being in the tournament on the Pokemon anime. You know about fighting tournament? Lickitung is a dumb pile of crap that Jesse caught in the Pokemon mother frickin' anime. Coffin's beta name was NY, which meant New York, poking fun at Americans because their land is polluted, even though New York isn't that polluted. And to keep up with the beta name trend, Weezing was named LA, standing for Los Angeles. Man, these Japanese people are racist. So I hope you enjoyed part 1 of Pokemon Trivia Gen 1. I'll make part 2 if you guys enjoyed this video. If you didn't, well, good series, man.